Let's see if you have nyctophobia. There's 5 levels in this phobia test going from easiest to most difficult. So if you're too scared to make it all the way to the end, then you probably have nyctophobia. Let's begin. How would walking into this dark room make you feel? What about going downstairs in the middle of the night and seeing this? Now for level 3, imagine looking through a door and seeing this staring back at you. Then imagine waking up in the middle of the night, looking outside your window and seeing this. We're getting to level 5, the most scary level. I'll also be showing you a video, so get ready. Let me know if you made it all the way to level 5, and which phobia I should do a test for next. Follow for more.
Phobia Test Part 2 Trypophobia.
I'll say goodbye soon, though it's the end of the world. Don't blame yourself now, and if it's true, I will surround you and give
Sa CCTV naman na ito nakunan ang tila isang vampira. Kung bakit? Dahil wala itong refleksyon ng dumaan sa salamin. Sa video mapapansin natin na may isang lalaki na naguhugas ng kamay at meron itong refleksyon sa salamin. Maya-maya pa, may isang lalaking lumabas mula sa cubicle ng CR na ito at ang kanyang mga lakad ay tila kalmado. Mapapansin din natin na wala siyang refleksyon sa salamin na kanyang dinaanan. Creepy.
When you tell your friends you are going to jump off the platform, but when you get up there you think you see something scary in the water, so hesitate, but you said you would jump some.
You want me to leave, Gabe?
Get out. Get out.
Have I said something to upset?
Get out!
I've wanted to kill my mother since I was 8 years old, and I'm not proud of that. A month later, I'm up living with my grandparents in the mountains, and 10 months later, I murdered them. It made it worse to be on top of a mountain. I was literally on top of a mountain when it happened. And I sensed everybody in the world just stopping what they were doing, turning around, saw what I did, and are coming to get me. And I knew I was paranoid at that moment. I knew anybody that came up there and gave me a funny look or a fishy eye or quizzical look, I'd have blown their brains out thinking they were coming to get me. And if it had been in a city, I would have been a mass murderer at age 15. I would have killed until they gunned me down. I wouldn't have been able to reason my way out of it. I was scared to death, and I was violent. I felt my back hit that wall. I was the rabbit that always ran, that always backed away, always burned his bridges. And suddenly there weren't any more. And my back hit that wall, and I came out screaming and kicking and shooting.
If you don't know what's going on in the UK right now with Strep A and it killing off the youths them, I'm about to fill you in on exactly how it's happening and exactly what you need to be looking out for. Strep A, which is this dickhead here, which is short for Streptococcus aureus, has many groups from A to H, and all of them do different things if infected in the human body. Now, not all of them are particularly dangerous, but some of them really are. And the group that is of the most importance when it comes to these 15 youths that have died in the UK is Group A Streptococcus aureus, or GAS. A lot of us carry GAS on our skin or in our throat, but it doesn't always make us sick. Sometimes it just chills there doing absolutely nada, like our waste man. And it can be passed on merely by close contact with an infected person, which is less than ideal, yeah? A lot less than ideal. Now, while it doesn't always cause sickness, sometimes, especially in the youth them, it can cause things like strep throat, which is a sore throat, or tonsillitis, which is a painful swelling of your tonsils in your throat or your neck area. Do you know what I mean? It's less than ideal. You don't want it. I'm telling you, the kids them are suffering when they get this one here. But it's not a big deal. It can be fixed easily, yeah, with a series of antibiotics. Some of the other things that GAS can cause is scarlet fever, which gives you flu-like symptoms and a rash on your stomach and chest, but it can spread to the rest of the body. Do you understand? But GAS is not the main issue, however, and that's not the reason why some of these youths are dying, unfortunately. The reason for that death is caused by something called IGAS, which is invasive Group A Streptococcus aureus. The reason why it got its name as invasive is because it finds itself in areas that it should not be, like in soft tissue, or in the lungs, or in the brain, or the spine, bare places. IGAS is a very rare one, however. Not many people get it at all. But if you do get it, it's likely because you have an immunodeficiency, your immune system's not working as well as it should, or you've had a viral infection and that's caused your respiratory system to be fucked up in some way, which allows it into the lungs, or if you have open wounds and sores on your body. Now, while it's not conclusive, given the fact that you're more likely to get IGS through sores and wounds in the body, I think that it's likely these kids are being infected because of chickenpox, which would leave sores on your body. And also, lockdown did not help with the immune system development of children. Long story short, Strep A is not a death sentence at all. It can be easily fixed with antibiotics. However, if your child, sibling, niece, whatever gets Strep A and they start to get sick and their symptoms get worse, seek medical attention. It's never going to do any harm.